Hi, I'm Sam and I'm going to be doing a gold eye look. So I'm first going to prime my eyes with some concealer. Now I'm going to set the concealer with just a regular white eyeshadow because when you set the concealer it makes all the other colors easier to blend. So I'm just going to put that all over your eyelid. So I'm going to start off the look by using a light peachy brown color. This is really light and natural. I'm just going to blend that all over my eye basically. But starting at the crease and using windshield wiper motions with just a fluffy blending brush. So I'm even blending it on the lid too, and just really blending it up to even my brow bone. Now I'm going to go in with a darker brown. This is more of a caramely color, and it's going to add just a lot more definition, and I'm going in with a more narrow blending brush, and I'm just going to put that basically in the same area but a little bit more focused. I'm not going to put this on the lid, just in the crease and blend it out until it looks natural. For the last crease shade, I'm going to take more of a tapered blending brush, which means that it has more of a point to it, but it's still going to blend the eyeshadows out. And I'm going to take a much darker, more richer chocolatey brown. And instead of kind of putting this all over and blending it all over, we're going to put it just in the crease. So right where my eye folds, we're just going to put that in there and just focus it only in that area. So now after all that crease work is done, we're going to take a really big blending brush and just blend that all together because this is going to make it look a lot more seamless and there's going to be no harsh lines. So this is the crease that we have. It's very blended and it's a little bit smoky, and that dark chocolatey brown is just right set in the crease there. Now we're gonna add this super pretty gold color and we're gonna put it all over the lid. But before I do that, I'm gonna spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. This is basically just like water, and this is gonna wet in the brush. When you wet the brush, it makes the color that you're putting on a lot more pigmented so that it'll have a nice pop. So we're going to take this gold and just using like a flat shader brush. This is really flat, so it's really good for packing on. We're just going to pack it on. And at this point, you can put as much on, you're not going to ruin the look. You can do just like a little sheen of gold, or you can do a very pigmented gold. And this gold that we put on the lid has a lot of orangey tones in it, so it's really going to complement the orangey warm tones that we have put in the crease. Now we are going to work on the bottom lash line. When you do eyeshadows on the bottom lash line, it really complements and balances out your upper lid. So basically what you do on your lid, you want to do the same thing on your bottom lash line. So I'm going to take those same browns that we used in the crease, and I'm just going to mix all the light ones together. When you're working on the bottom lash line, you can mix a lot of colors together. And you just want to take a smaller pointy brush and just smudge it right on. And you can blend it out with your finger. You want to make sure that you're packing a lot of shadows on, but you still need to blend it out. Now I'm going to take that same chocolatey color that we put just in the crease of our eye, and I'm going to take a nice flat brush. This is super flat, it's just a flat angle. I'm just going to dip into here, and we're going to put it right up in the lashes. We're going to focus this really tightly in the bottom lash line. Now we want to blend that lower lash line out because it can look kind of harsh, and I usually just go in with my fingers, go right on top of the eyeshadow, and blend it out. Your fingers are the best for this job because they're super delicate. So we're going to keep this look natural without any liner, and we're just going to go onto the lashes. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes. I'm going to go in with a curling mascara. This mascara is specifically meant to curl your lashes, and it really makes them voluminous. So I'm just gonna wiggle it onto my eyelashes. So now we're gonna focus on the bottom lash line, but first I'm gonna take this brown eyeliner and I'm gonna put it in my lower waterline. This brown is going to add a lot more soft definition. So you just want to pull your lid down and gently put the color right on your waterline. For the lashes down there, I'm going to be using a tiny lash brush. This is meant for your actual tight line on your uppers, but I like to use it for bottom lashes because it's really easy to get in there. Now that the eyes are done, we're going to move on to the face. I already have foundation and concealer on, so I'm going to move on to bronzing, highlighting, and blusher. So I have this huge book of bronzers here, and I'm going to take the lightest shade. This has a little bit more gray tones, and if you're super pale, you want to use gray toned bronzers. So I'm taking a huge fluffy brush, but it's on an angle, so it's going to give a nice cheekbone. So you just want to suck in like this and just put the bronzer on. You want to really make sure to blend it out. I also like to put the bronzer on my jawline just to carve it out a tiny bit on the sides of my nose and on my forehead. So just pull my hairline back and just bronze up my forehead. When you put bronzer on, it makes your face look skinnier, and it also gives you a warmer complexion. For blush, I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a darker brown tone blush because it's going to look really good with the eyes. So I'm only taking a tiny bit of blush. And for blush, you just want to smile and put it on the apples and just blend it out. So I blend it out to the back of my cheeks. Now we're gonna highlight, and in the same little palette that I got my blush, I'm gonna be taking these two colors. These colors are perfect for this eye look because they're gold toned and we have gold in our eyes. So I'm gonna take this lightest shade, and I'm just gonna kind of put it on the apples of my cheeks to get a beam on the apples. And I'm just gonna blend it a little bit, but I'm not gonna put it here. And now I'm gonna take this darker color here, and I'm gonna put it back here on the actual high points of my cheeks. Using the two colors, the lighter and the darker, is going to create an ombre highlighter effect, and it looks really pretty. Now with that lighter shade, I'm going to go in and highlight the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on the sides of my temples. I don't do too much on my forehead because that can make you look a little bit oily. Now for the lips, I'm going to go for a more natural look because the eyes are a little bit smoky and dramatic. So I'm going to take a really light pink lip liner and just go over my natural line. I'm not going to overline. After I line my lips, I'm going to color them in a little bit. Now I'm just going to go and top it all with a gloss. This color is a very, very pale light pink. It's super pretty. I'm just gonna put that all over my lips. So now I'm gonna spray my whole face with that same MAC Fix Plus. When you spray your face, it makes your makeup last a lot longer throughout the whole entire day. And it also turns all the powders that you put into your face and it makes them look like skin. So even though it's really wet and unnatural looking right now, once it dries, your skin is gonna look super natural. So this is the finished look. We just have a really gold, smoky kind of eye, a warm complexion that's super glowy with the highlight, and a natural lip. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.